The West is running out of people. Birth rates have plummeted, economies are shrinking, and pension systems are nearing collapse. But this crisis didn't come out of nowhere. Some blame high costs, others blame changing values, and still others say the West has grown too selfish to care about the future. Who's right? And what does this mean for the world's most powerful economies? After World War II, Western nations thrived on a wave of births. Families were big, children were abundant, and economies boomed. In the 1950s, the US saw fertility rates of 3.7 children per woman. Europe wasn't far behind, but today, fertility rates across the West are below the replacement rate of 2.1. Italy sits at 1.3, Germany at 1.4, and even the US has fallen to 1.64. The question is, why? Ask economists, sociologists, and politicians, and you'll get very different answers. Housing costs are a major driver, says economist Emily Oster. In cities like San Francisco, young people are choosing roommates over kids simply because they can't afford a home. But it's not just economics, counters sociologist Eric Kaufman. The West has embraced individualism to the point that parenthood feels like a burden, not a priority. We've traded family values for personal freedom. Political analyst Yasha Munk adds, gender equality is also a factor. Women have more career opportunities than ever before, but the cost is often delayed or foregone parenthood. Many women feel they're forced to choose between success and a family. Meanwhile, some point to cultural attitudes. In many Western countries, large families are seen as outdated, even irresponsible. As journalist Ross Douthat puts it, the West has become allergic to children. We view them as a drain on resources rather than an investment in the future. Regardless of the reasons, the consequences are clear. Fewer babies today mean fewer workers tomorrow. Economies built on growth can't function without people to sustain them. Take Japan, decades of low birth rates have led to economic stagnation and a shrinking workforce. Europe faces a similar fate, with 1/3 of its population expected to be over 65 by 2050. The US isn't immune. Social security could run out by 2035 if nothing changes. As Elon Musk bluntly put it, if people don't have more kids, civilization will crumble. So, what's the solution? Scandinavia has made progress. Countries like Sweden offer generous parental leave, subsidized childcare, and flexible work policies, and their birth rates, while still low, are higher than most of Europe. But critics argue that government programs alone won't solve this. Cultural shifts are needed. As demographer Philip Jenkins warns, if societies don't rediscover the value of family, no policy can reverse this trend. Others point to immigration as a quick fix. But this sparks its own debates about integration, national identity, and long-term sustainability. The West's birth rate crisis isn't just about numbers, it's about survival. Have we priced ourselves out of the future? Or has the West simply lost its will to grow? Tell us what you think. Is this an economic issue, a cultural one, or both? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the debate on the future of the West.